The video art program that I'm talking about today is called Lace Curtain, and it was written by Fred Cornett. It was published in the Astrocade newsletter Cursor in Volume 1, Number 3, which was the March 1980 issue. It was published on page 21. This year, in the spring, back in March of 2018, I got pretty interested in these Astrocade video art programs. I knew about them and I've used a few of them before, or watched a few of them before, maybe that's a better word for it. But I decided I was going to record a whole bunch of them at once since I got this FrameMeister. And I did record a whole bunch of them, many, in fact, dozens, maybe close to 100 videos, although some of them were like different parts of the video, so maybe some of the videos that I recorded were 4 parts of the same program. But at the time I made a list of 100 video art programs, or at least programs that I thought might be considered video art. And I'm not really sure what I consider video art for any platform. But for the Astrocade, I kind of like it to be, in my view, maybe random art, that every single time you run the program it's different. And that's not really strict, but it's something I kind of adhere to. The last program I uploaded was Chicago Loop by Mike Peace, and I uploaded that about not even a week ago. I uploaded that in September of 2018. Lace Curtain is actually part of a tutorial that explains how to use port 9, the horizontal blanking register, and port 10, the vertical blanking register of the Bally Arcade. Included in the tutorial, which is called Screen Format Output Ports, is this lace curtain, and it displays 4 colors at once using a complicated looking but pretty eye-pleasing pattern. I uploaded this to Bally Alley on August 9th, 2016, and this is the 300 baud version that we're looking at here. And I sometimes will take a 300 baud version and convert it to run under AstroBASIC. And I tried doing this with Lace Curtain. I used Jay Fenton's program at the back of the AstroBASIC manual called 300 baud to 2000 baud tape conversion program. And the program seemed to work okay, but there was trash, or maybe garbage you might call it, in the upper right corner of the screen. I've noticed that this will happen sometimes when I archive programs using AstroBASIC, and if these programs access the machine language ports, then they sometimes will get trash on the screen, and I'm not sure why, particularly if they access the horizontal color boundary port. Because of this possible AstroBASIC compatibility issue, I've decided not to digitally archive the program in AstroBASIC. I've asked someone, or I've asked the group on the Bally Astrocade board, which is on Yahoo, if they could maybe take a look at the program, but I never did get a response for that. So at the end of this video, you'll see a listing of the program. If you happen to notice why this might happen under AstroBASIC, why it might not run without getting the trash on the screen, let me know. I think that Lace Curtain is an example of a program for the Bally BASIC that gives the user a lot of bang for the buck. This program is only 4 lines long and it's very simple, but since it's giving more colors than are normally available in Bally BASIC, for instance, you only get normally a background color and a foreground color in Bally BASIC. The program is pretty eye-pleasing. I think it looks pretty neat. The patterns that it puts out there randomly over and over are, I think they're intriguing, and that's one of the reasons I consider this a nice video art program. Lace Curtain is really an example. It's meant to accompany the tutorial and show you how to use the ports that it's talking about. It doesn't change the colors a lot. In fact, line 5 just sets the background color and the foreground color, and they never change. There are some suggestions at the end on what you could do to improve the program, and that's what's the beauty of some of these basic programs. They're simple. Someone who's just beginning to learn can understand how they work. Lace Curtain only uses 3 short loops, and doing that, this is how you come up with this intriguing program. You could change these loops, maybe change how they work just a little bit and get different colors, get different patterns on the screen. And that was strongly encouraged in all of the newsletters. It's one of the reasons I enjoy using AstroBASIC and looking at what some of the programmers were able to come up with. Keep in mind, these are programmers who sometimes never touched a computer before they picked up the Astrocade to maybe play Space Invaders. And early on, with the beginning of the Astrocade, you had to actually buy BASIC separately, but in 1981 it was included with it. Many people learned to program for the first time using their Astrocade. So this is Lace Curtain. Enjoy it. After the program runs, there's this short printout of it